It is known as heat waste, the excess hot air that data centers push into the atmosphere and surrounding neighborhoods. And an ASU researcher says that there is an impact to power bills.
12 News journalist Joe Dana sat down with that researcher and tells us what we know so far, and Joe, also what we don't know.
Yeah, he says, they're still doing some research on this to get more details. The claim in this study, though, is that for the first time, someone bothered to drive around the streets around data centers and just take stock of the air temperature. Now, in my extended interview with David Saylor of ASU's School of Geographical Sciences and Urban Planning, Saylor says more research is needed, but he says data centers put off enough heat to force home ACs to run harder. Your report was just published in the Journal of Engineering for Sustainable Buildings and Cities, Data Center Waste Heat as an Emerging Urban Thermal Hazard.
We found measurable warming, at least like 5 football fields downwind of the data centers. When we're talking about 1 or 2 degrees Fahrenheit, you'd expect a several percent increase in your utility bill. For decades, we've known that anthropogenic waste heat can warm neighborhoods, but that's from conventional sources that are typically relatively small, certainly compared to a data center, tens of watts per square meter of heat intensity compared to thousands which come off of data centers. Typically, when we're talking about 1 or 2 degrees Fahrenheit elevation in air temperature, you'd expect a several percent increase in your utility bill. And so for an individual home, that may not be, it might be on the order of tens of dollars.
Wait, tens of dollars per month? Or
Yeah.
for the whole season?
Per month for the season.
Okay, so you could actually see a difference of many dollars.
Right. And
In your bill,
In your
monthly bill,
yeah.
because you're closer to a data center.
Yeah.
As viewers look at these images, what does it tell you more than anything?
every little dot that you see, and you can kind of see that they're individual dots, is an air temperature reading. So we typically sample it every 1 or 2 seconds. We're measuring air temperature as we drive. These yellow dots are among the hottest, and the bluish ones are among the coolest. And what you very consistently see, you see the arrows pointing in the wind direction, and very consistently downwind, there's a warming effect.
I mean, have we underestimated how far away these should be? And because it sounds like it may be too late for a lot of us.
I mean, in some instances, yes. They're not directly involved in providing electricity to the
No.
customers downwind. They have nothing to gain or lose. We have started talking with data centers themselves and with the utilities, and they do not seem to be trying to hide anything. In fact, they're interested in this story.
Yeah, and he says they're interested in finding solutions. Saylor says the research gives cities and regulators guidance for future planning. For example, requiring more water features, green belts, and parks to alleviate the heat effect. I also asked Saylor about potential recourse for homeowners who live close to data centers. You can see his answer and more. Just watch my full interview with Saylor. This is on our streaming channel at 7:30 p.m. tonight. It's a Power and Influence video podcast. You can also find it on YouTube after 7:30 on our 12 News YouTube channel.
Joe, thanks.